Yeah. What? Come on.
The vibe.
I don't think we even told them like what we were doing with the years.
The point behind this?
It was an idea like after or before the show.
Oh, let it run for a second.
Let's go.
Here's a tune about this honey named Renee
That I met one day on my way back from John Jay.
I'm peeping shorty as she's walking to the train. I tap her on the shoulder.
This was my
Excuse
shit,
me,
man.
miss, but can I get your name? She said my name was Renee. I said I got a whole lot to say. So may I walk you to your subway?
So you'll recall this came out in 96.
1996, bro.
Yes.
R.I.P. No, Mr. Cheeks isn't dead, right?
Nah. It was the other one.
The other
It was
one.
Man's.
Yes. I forget his name.
Fuck, man. Fucking, what is his name?
Freaky Ty.
Freaky.
Freaky Ty.
Yeah, the crazy ad-libs and shit.
Lost Boys,
Yeah,
Renee, for anyone that don't know, classic hip-hop. So Snuk, go ahead, tell them why
Well, I was
we're
like,
doing,
yo, we're in the 90s now. This was back in 95 or whatever. I was like, yo, we're in the 95s on episodes. I was like, yo, we're in a good spot right now, episode-wise, where we could go back and play a joint from 95.
Exactly.
And now this year, 96, we play some shit from 96. And where we at, episode-wise, we're good for a while now. We can keep going all the way to the 2000s.
We go
and
97, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
You know what else came out in 96? Your favorite song.
What's that?
I don't even know what had this stupid intro.
That was 96?
Yes.
Whoa.
Hold on. What else? I had a whole list. All right, hold on. This is
Are
what
you
I
sure
want.
that's 96? I feel like it's later.
That's what it said. I just typed in biggest songs of 96. This came up.
My list was way better, and I don't even think that was 96 Spice Girls. Wasn't
Yeah,
that
that's what it
later
says.
than 96? Like 99, 98?
Biggest songs of 96.
Wow. The Train.
96. Remember this? Quad City DJs.
Yes. That's crazy. Wow, 96 is a long time ago.
Yo,
Damn. I was a little tiny kid.
I was 11.
Jesus.
11 years old, yo. All right, Stuck on Stuff, episode 96.
And we're back. Jules,
Stiz
what up?
Grimey, Superstah Snuk in the building.
I said, Jules, what up?
Jules?
Fuck, it's good with this kid, man.
It's feeling a little fucking, it's feeling a little light.
Elephant in the
here.
room. There's nobody over there when I look over there.
No engineer in the building. Our wonderful engineer, Jouls, is on vacation, taking that podcast money and went to Tulum on vacation. So, being the nice bosses that we are,
Yeah.
we gave Jouls permission to go on vacation.
We're not complete dicks. He needed a couple weeks. We gave him a couple weeks.
Hey, one more 96 joint. Can I do one more?
Of course.
Here we go.
Yo, the playlist that came up on my shit was crazy. This was on it too. Yeah. Just craziness. This whole era. 96, 97,
I don't
98.
know for a fact, but I'm just like, is that Timbaland? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, of course that's Timbaland.
Woo! Where's Genuine then?
Genuine.
Like, where Genuine? Where the fuck is he? What's he doing
so
right
the
now?
last shit that I knew was LG, Levert, Genuine, and T.
Yeah,
Tank.
Levert,
LGT.
Oh, LGT.
Nah,
That's
this is
different
new
than
school.
LSG. Yeah. I was thinking LSG.
Same concept.
Yes.
But this was only a few years ago. They dropped a project or two, and then they even went on like some morning show to promote it, and Genuine was like looking all like drugged out or some crazy shit. Yeah, but he still does shit, you know?
I mean, bro, that's the type of thing, like, you know, when they say, like, if you get one good record, bro, like, you're set for the rest of your life.
They had
like,
a joint, yo.
Who? LST?
Fucking Levert. No, why I'm saying Levert? It was fucking, it was Genuine, it was Tank, and who's the fucking other one? They had a joint, man. I literally have the physical. I'm a herb with the R&B shit.
I love R&B, so I don't blame you.
What was it? It was letters, just like you know, Genuine Tank.
LSG? No, again we went over that.
Genuine
But LSG
Tank.
did have this fucking. That was great.
My body. This was the shit.
This is what I was dancing to at like the fucking 5th grade dance
Yeah.
at a fucking Knights of Columbus somewhere in fucking Everett.
Oh, and Tyrese. Tyrese was the T.
Tyrese?
Yes.
So what is it? LST?
It was Hold on. It was TGT. That's what it was. It was TGT, I believe. Type in.
What was the name of the song? Sex Never Felt Better. I Need. Next
Sex
Time
Ain't
Around.
Never Felt Better was, I think, the single, I want to say. Yeah, this album right here. Three Kings. Yeah. Sex ain't never felt better. Shit was crazy.
I don't know if I heard this.
What's the release year on that? This was like 5-6 years ago?
Let's see. Song credits. It doesn't say. Would have to Google it.
This shit was, I liked it, yo.
2013. 2013.
Damn.
Yeah.
8 years ago already. 7 years ago.
Yep. Fucking time is flying by, yo. Flying the fuck by.
But to answer your question, that is the last shit I remember Genuine actually doing.
All right. Stuck on Stuff. We back in the building. Episode 96. All right, man. What do you want to get into? No Jouls. No one to make crazy fucking noises. Although I kind of like have come to expect that now.
Yeah, I won't lie. It's almost
maybe I
part
should
of
just
it
like
now.
throw a baseball at something.
some point,
like,
right?
Just like throw it through the window or something.
It's definitely weird, like looking this way.
Yeah,
with
and there's no one there.
I mean, we got the
Yeah.
shit. Everything is running.
Hey,
and
props to us though for fucking
Yeah,
getting
we
the
gotta-
shit set up and running.
Let's
yo,
not
you know what I
front
mean?
like we didn't have Jouls on the
Yeah,
FaceTime.
we did FaceTime Jouls to so thank you to Jouls for holding us down with that.
Jouls did say everything looks right. It's possible you never hear this shit in life.
Yes, 'cause
we
it's
have
gonna
done that
fuck up.
before too.
Yep.
Didn't we rock a whole one time?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like-
And then we fucked up and it didn't come out because there's the
Something like
lost
that.
episode
That's
where I
different.
refused to put it out because I
Right.
said wild shit.
Still don't
I
know what the
if
fuck you
we,
said on the lost ep.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Do you even remember?
No, I don't.
Not a fucking chance. I bet if you went back and heard it right now, you're
I'll be
like,
like, throw that shit out. But yeah, what were we just saying? I fucking totally just
whatever,
spaced out.
fucking Jouls or something. fucking no
Jouls or
Jouls.
something.
Speaking of Jouls, I got you a fresh 4-pack on the
Yes. Woo! The fucking Joule. Although, Snuk, I have to say, now I'm spending just as much money on these fucking Joule pods as I was on
So
Marlboro's.
you're not saving that. We did the math one day. It was
It
like,
was like $3,000 a year or something.
It was like a few hundred, like fucking a week or some shit for this guy. He fucking smokes, man.
yeah, $350 a week. I mean, $350 a month I was spending on cigarettes. But yeah,
That's
these fucking
crazy.
Joules are like, $20 a whack. And I'm going through like a pod or two a day.
How long do they, see, that's your issue. How long do they last a normal person?
Yeah, I don't know. Define normal. But see, here's the thing, though, about the difference between this and a cigarette is that this is constantly in my hand. So I'm constantly puffing on it, bro. You know what I mean? Whereas a cigarette, you got to go outside. You got to, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
literally got to stop what you're doing and go have a cigarette.
Why is it always in your hand, though?
Because it's you can just smoke it wherever. I don't, I didn't smoke cigarettes in my house. I'll smoke this in the house.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking making
you
my
could-
whole shit smell like shit.
You could technically put it in your pocket or put it down.
Yeah,
somewhere.
but that's what I mean. Like, it's just always on me, bro. So I'm
Right.
like, if I'm walking through the mall, I'm just like, oh, I'll fucking puff it. If
Yeah.
I'm at work, I'll just take a couple puffs. If I'm in my car, I take a couple puffs.
Does it feel like
now.
when you inhale it? Does it
Yes.
feel like a cigarette?
Well, that's why I asked you to get me the 5% joiners in New Hampshire because here in Mass, for whatever reason, they
you got
only
the
sell
threes.
3%.
So the 3% isn't as strong. It's not strong enough for you.
Nah, I want to feel like it's fucking drop kicking the back of my throat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Pause,
you'll
super
never quit
pause.
smoking cigs in
man.
the history of
I
life.
know.
now.
Well, I think I'm going to have to put this down now. I'm like constantly having to quit things. I was thinking that the other day.
What'd you do with the rest of them? You just, ate all them pills that help you quit? Remember you
Oh,
on
yeah,
that?
the Chantex?
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, I
Chantix.
threw them away because I was done with them. I didn't think I need them. But yeah, I might. Because here's the thing. There's nicotine in these fucking things.
Right,
So,
so you-
I'm still getting loaded up with nicotine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you
I don't
need
know.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you're
good.
you're not quitting. I told you the other app. I was like, yo, what is he talking about? He quit cigarettes. This shit got like
Yeah,
shit in it.
Yeah. So
And nobody even knows really what it's doing yet.
that's another thing too.
the other
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
I
Could be potentially worse than cigarettes.
I wanted to ask you this. I seen on your story yesterday or the day before, you were like doing it looked like construction, plumbing, something in that neighborhood. And then today I saw again, you were like, yo, just doing my fucking thing out here. But you
Yeah.
also been at the station every day, right?
Yeah, still doing the station thing, but my man, shout out my man Johnny, he owns his own plumbing construction company.
Right,
And
yeah.
I'm just trying, bro, the fucking pandemic's hitting, and I'm just trying to learn as many things as I can that will potentially pay me money.
So is he just kind of showing you the ropes and shit? Or?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. So, we had a water heater to do today, and, I was like, yo, bro, like, if I tag along, like, will you teach me how to change a water heater? And he was like, yeah, bro, come on. So, like, I'm not really, like, working and, like, getting paid, but I'm just trying to, like, learn that shit so that I can potentially down the road get paid. Because I just feel like, bro, I just want to know, like, as many things as I can.
How you doing, though?
To
Is
make
that
me
shit
money.
easy?
I mean, it's not.
It's easier than they make it out to be. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is, some of it ain't. You know what I mean? Like, it's manual labor at the end of the day.
True, yeah.
So, like, you're drilling holes and you're holding these fucking heavy tools.
Yeah.
But it's not. And then sometimes, like, so, like, there's different kind of plumbing. Like, there's plumbing where, like, you're putting pipes in a new house, right? Like, say they're building a house, right?
Right.
Like, that's kind of clean plumbing. Like, you're just kind of gluing together pipes and putting them in so that the fucking drains can do. But, like, then there's the plumbing where someone's toilet's clogged. And you gotta go, you're literally dealing with shit. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. But I'm not really doing that, but.
Seen on Jersey Shore, season 3 last night, fucking all the toilets, the 2 that they had, I think, was clogged in the Shore house.
Oh, jeez.
And they were in there with the fucking, Vinny came in there with the fucking long ass.
The snake.
When you unravel the fucking,
that's called a
the
snake.
coat hanger,
Yeah,
he's fucking in there like, yo, that shits were clogged for days. So.
Shout out Vinny, still on TV, huh? What is it, the original cast? Or like back on? Oh, is this
I'm
reruns of the old?
rewatching.
Oh, yeah.
But they're all still on
Are they?
on new shits, yeah, but it's not good.
I remember last time I went to LA, I ran into Ronnie at LAX.
Oh, I think you told me. Wait, did you tell me that?
I think so. I think probably.
He's like 4'10" tops.
Yes, but
right?
fucking
He's
built like
this,
a
right?
brick
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
house. Yeah, that dude was fucking big.
Yeah, little guy.
Yeah, small though. Yeah. It's so funny when you meet like famous people and it's like
They're always small. I always tell everybody.
Floyd
that,
Mayweather. I could not
Tiny.
fucking believe how small Floyd was.
That one I could have believed because they legit, like when he fights, they
show you, they
put
tell
his
you the
stats
height.
right
Yeah.
there. And his weight and shit is mad low, so you would know.
But like I just couldn't believe. Like I'm taller than Floyd. Same thing with Conor
crazy.
McGregor. Conor McGregor's another short one.
Yeah.
Was there a celebrity that you met that you were like, oh shit?
Oh
like, I never
yeah,
realized.
pretty much every
Especially
rapper.
like a rapper. Yeah.
Every rapper. I would say the shortest ones was Mobb Deep.
Havoc small as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Pretty much a lot of dudes are really
What about
short.
Crazy Bone? Was he short? I feel
Crazy
like he would be
Bone
like
was-
average to.
He was
tall.
like my height, if anything, an inch or two taller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like them dudes is average, but they're short. Like on TV, I think we talked like when I was a little kid. DMX looked mad big on TV and shit, but he really ain't that big.
See him, yeah. Especially there was a few years where he was looking strung the fuck out, living in New Hampshire.
Yeah. Nashua, right?
Yeah, and like a rehab and like a sober house.
Yeah,
out
I
there.
kept seeing people post pics,
Crazy.
meeting him at random stores and shit.
Yeah. Fucking imagine.
So you're learning the trade, basically.
Yeah, trying. I'm just trying to like I just feel like I'm not working.
Extra bread?
Yeah, no, well, like I said, I'm not really making like bread. Like I'm just like trying to learn some shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. I kind of had an epiphany the other day, and I was like, yo, you got to work harder, yo. You just got to work harder. Because, like, at the end of the day, no one cares. Ain't no one coming in to save you. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you got to go out there and get it yourself. So.
Yeah, and we getting no
like,
younger.
Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck it. Just keep throwing shit at the wall, you know?
Of course.
So.
You always said that. Throw much shit at the wall, something will stick.
Yep.
And then as far as the radio station goes, I know they've been trying out a bunch of people on your show.
Trying to fill Danielle's place.
How's that going over there? Were you in there when they had Spaz?
Yeah, I was in there this morning. Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good, man. I love Spaz. Shout out Spaz. Fucks with us. He wants to come on here.
Spaz was still there when you started, no?
Nah, he had like just left.
Oh,
they
that's
had that
right.
dude Rob, Reverend Rob.
But
was
he
the
had come in
producer.
after and like
He would
you
always
met him
come
and
in
shit.
and he would always come in and do like little bits, spazzing out, they would call it, where he would like
from
get
time to
street
time.
audio and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
but-
talking about possibly doing that. I know it's all radio shit
Yeah,
when they're talking about it
yeah.
on the air, but
I mean, but I don't know if you listened this morning or caught any of it, but
I do. I go back and forth. As
yeah,
you know.
like yo, you can't deny the energy that was in that studio this morning with Spaz. Like he just brings a certain energy, and
yeah, I heard.
he's just super.
I
good
didn't
at
hear all
radio.
of it. Somebody told me that people are calling in and leaving texts and shit. Like man, I fucking one dude was like, man, I almost fucking drove off the road or some shit.
Yeah, some dude called said he almost drove off a bridge.
So something like.
But that's how it always is, bro.
Yo, I
It's
can only
like-
take 5 or 10 minutes of this dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's always 50-50, bro. You know what I mean? It's
It is
like-
pretty early to for the energy.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
7:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning. But that dude, yo, he really just always brings it.
Yeah,
and then
he
again,
does.
just talk about like the nicest guy. Like just always show me love from the gate. Like him
Yeah.
and I will grab drinks outside of
Dope.
radio. Showing love this morning, yo, how's Stuck on Stuff doing? Like, you doing your podcast? Yeah. I want to come on and fuck with y'all. Like, I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know. And he's doing his own thing too, called Spazzing Out.
The podcast, right? I heard.
Yeah, podcast.
He mentioned it on the show.
Yeah. Super conservative he is now, though, but whatever.
Yeah.
Super.
I think people of a certain age and think like they see all the quote unquote liberal shit and all the quote unquote cancel fake cancel bullshit, which don't even really exist. I don't believe.
Yeah.
And then they get turned off by it, and then they turn more.
Yeah. And I think when you're getting money, when you're really making some serious money, and now you're seeing
Then when he
like
left,
the government
when he
trying to
left
take,
the Hillman show, it was to start like a
take junk.
Junk-
Started
a
a junk
junk
company.
thing.
Yeah. Take junk, where like you call them, like say you got a boiler or a couch or whatever. You
Come
wanna
take your
move.
shit. Yeah.
Yo, actually, you know what? That's funny. I saw a tweet today, right? And I was like, yo, this tweet, it, like literally makes so much sense, and it's about moving. That's why I wanted to. That's why I want to tell you about it. See what you think. See if you agree with this.
Love moving.
So ready? Let's see. I hope I liked it. All right, here we go. If you're over 35 years old and you're moving, hire movers. Your friends are too old. Nobody wants to slip a disc for pizza and 2 Bud Lights.
Yo, the
Facts,
real shit
bro.
is that's really what people like
Facts.
offer and shit too.
Yes. And I've been there. I've needed to move and I've needed to, call a couple friends like, yo, can
I've
you help
literally
me?
supplied 30 packs for the day and pizza, whatever. That exact shit. I've done that shit a million times.
But next time I get that phone call, bro, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, you want my help? Yeah, hold on, take down this pen and paper. 1-800 fucking take junk.
I've never done it before. I've always
the one to
grabbed the U-Haul, a couple of the boys, and just got to it. But yeah, like the more shit. So this move, if there ever was another one in the future, it's gonna be a lot different than every other move I've had before.
Yeah, why? Because you got a lot of shit now.
Well, it's 3 floors now.
Ooh.
You're talking furniture on every floor.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Did you say 3 floors? Did you say
fully
3 floors?
furnished?
What?
When I fully furnished all 3 floors,
That's great.
when moving in there, coming from apartments, you're typically in one floor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Your whole life
yeah,
on
like
one
here, yeah.
garden style. You're just on one floor, so there's not much shit. Then we had to fill up 2 floors, and I filled up when I originally bought the crib a couple years ago. My entire apartment that we moved from fit basically in what is now
a room.
What is now my
Your
apartment
little
in the
man
basement.
cave. Yeah,
my shit in the basement.
yeah.
That's all my old apartment right there. The couches, the TV, the entertainment center. So we had to fully furnish
everything,
a living room, everything,
else.
and then the whole other floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
bro.
So back to your shit. The next time I might be calling some movers.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know what I
gotta
mean?
go with the movers. Bro.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You ain't fuck that. That's why when I got that mattress, bro, I paid a little extra
It's
for
worth
the
it. Yeah, it's worth it.
for them to
set
deliver
it
the
up.
mattress, set it up,
Yep.
and take my old shit out of here. I didn't have to lift a fucking finger, bro.
Nah, you got to do that with big appliances and shit. Like if you get like a
fuck
washer,
that,
dryer,
yo.
fridge, something, be
Yeah.
like, yo, here, yank my other one out while you're here. And put that shit in there.
Get the fuck out of here. It was like $100, bro. We make that like in half an episode here, bro. Like, get outta
nothing,
here.
kid.
It's nothing,
It's
bro.
nothing.
And Ernie Bach following us now, bro.
Oh,
Come on,
big-
we over here
big
money
followers.
bags, yo.
Yeah, we got some big
followers
followers
over
lately.
here at Stuck on Stuff.
I've been noticing some people following us.
Yeah, man. Showing us love. Showing us love. All right, you want to get into some stuff? What's been going on?
I want to get into the shit that I heard on the way down. You apparently already knew about it. This fucking shrimp tail, Captain Crunch. No. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
CTC, baby.
My man, there's
CT
so many
Crunch.
layers to this shit. All I heard was about he found shrimp tails.
Yeah.
And apparently rat shit.
Yeah.
And the box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think even after he ate a bowl too. But shit,
You want me to play this shit?
This is the
All right,
guy,
all right.
by the way, that found him. Hit this shit. He's explaining.
Yesterday, he went viral and became known to the world as the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Shrimp Tail Guy. But to people like me, people in the know, we know that Jensen Karp is the most interesting man in the world.
Peep this
He's
shit.
the greatest white rapper you'd never heard of. One of the greatest battle rappers with the best punchlines.
Like what?
Dude should have had a full-blown rap career if it wasn't for Eminem getting in his feelings and squashing his album release.
All true.
Dude had songs with Kanye West
true.
and Fabulous.
Who
and
the fuck
Maya
is this
and
guy?
Redman.
Yeah.
He was going to be the next big thing. Instead, after Eminem squashed it, he became a writer. He became a podcast host.
Yeah.
He became a comedian. He even landed Danielle Fishel. That's right. He's married
Topanga,
to
baby.
Topanga from Boy Meets
All right,
World.
boom. You can cut it right there. I was like, what the? Who the fuck is this guy?
It's all true. Yes, I know. So I don't know Jensen like that, but I met Jensen. He's come into WAAF. He was promoting comedy at the time. He was promoting a book.
So he's a stand-up, which makes sense because he did. It said he did battle rap.
Yes.
So I'm like,
he's got a book called like the greatest white rapper you've never heard or some shit.
I gotta check this dude out because now shit is starting to click. So Chilla must know him. So recently, Chilla Jones, Bosstown.
Home team or no team.
Home team or no team. One of the greatest battlers in the entire world. But he hails from out here.
Facts.
And Chilla had a video on his Instagram. It was Topanga, and she was just talking to him like, "Yo, Chilla," like showing him mad love and shit. And I was like, "What the fuck is?" I was like, "I know Chilla."
What's the connection?
I was like, "I know Chilla's not a herb," meaning I know this ain't a cameo. But why does it look like a cameo? But she's talking like she knows him. No, I'm like, this is very confusing. Just because of who, like it's not even that he makes rap, that he's a rap artist.
He's a battle rap. It's a
battler.
very certain niche
it's
audience. Real hip hop fucking heads that are watching that really fuck with Chilla.
Fucking Topanga's on Chilla Jones's page, bigging him up, doing all this shit. Like, yo, I love you. He's like, I love you too, girl. Whatever the fuck they said. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So you just play this shit, and I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah. So her man is a crazy battle rapper, or used to be.
Yes.
He must either know Chilla or knows of him.
Watching battles.
He's watching all this shit.
For sure.
Nothing like a girl like that you can just, she gets down with the shit. She probably is into like punchlines and gets all the shit because of her man. Like, that's dope.
Yep.
That's a crazy connection.
One of my early first crushes.
Yeah, we said it on the show. That was your girl, your early show.
Yep. Her and what was the other white girl there? Clarissa. Clarissa Explains It All. Do you remember that show?
Yeah,
on Nickelodeon.
I don't think I was in her.
Yeah, I'd have to see. Oh yeah, no, I just saw a picture in my head and I just got hard. Pause.
So back to this dude. So this dude finds a fucking shrimp tails, like when you eat a shrimp and then you bite the shrimp, and you just toss the tails.
Let's put a picture of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Too, yeah, I'll send you the shit.
I'm not. All right, we'll put that picture right here. I'm not 1,000% convinced of a couple things. I'm not 1,000% convinced that that's rat shit. I think it may just be.
This is a case though. They'll test the shit out of that.
Yeah, burnt. You know how like when some shit gets burnt.
Yeah, and like you'll see it on like regular cornflakes or something.
I don't think that's a shrimp tail. I honestly don't. I don't think that's a shrimp tail.
Nah, but they would know if they're there in person because you can feel it and look at it and shit.
I think so.
Even right there, it looks like one.
Let's see. So, I read this morning that Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
They wanted him to send it back, which is the evidence. By the way.
Well, at first they wouldn't respond to him. He DM'd them on Twitter, and they wouldn't. I mean, who knows how many DMs they're getting? But they didn't respond, and that's when he went to Twitter and was like, and then went viral with the whole. I couldn't believe it though. I got home today and I put on CNN, and who do I see? Jensen Karp on CNN, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this story is picking up.
Yeah.
But General Mills did release a statement and said that it wasn't fucking it wasn't shrimp tail. It was a case of like bits of the cinnamon getting like stuck together and like just forming like a clump of cinnamon.
That looks like a shrimp tail.
Yeah, I mean the shape of it. Although I'm reading this now for the first time. This is not General Mills' first shrimp rodeo. In 2011, the company sued a Michigan blueberry packer after a shipment, which was intended for future use in blueberry scones, was found to be contaminated with pieces of shrimp.
So that's the thing. So the way I pictured it is one of these dirt bags at the fucking factory, just like ripping shrimps, right, and just fucking flicks them in the shit,
Yeah.
And either way, there was rat shit in there.
I mean, it wasn't proven that it was rat shit.
They're gonna prove it.
It looks like pieces of. It just looks like black pieces, like little black dots.
Well, they'll find out either way because
they're
gonna do whatever.
Jensen said, "quote: I'm not considering legal action. Obviously, if I ate rat poop, then I'm gonna have to readdress that."
He might have though. I think the story said he ate a bowl of this shit first and then seen all this shit after.
Now
But yeah, unless anything bad happens to him, I don't know how crazy he could sue anyway.
You want to get gross for a minute though?
I hate gross.
Here we go. 9 disgusting things that the FDA allows in your food.
Oh, try almost every ingredient.
Insect parts. The FDA allows few foods to contain whole insects, but insect parts, that's another story.
Yeah, because that naturally is going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Heads, legs, and other fragments of these little pests are more commonly allowed in foods. This seems especially true of spices. Ground cinnamon, for example, can contain up to an average of 400 insect fragments per 50 grams.
Yo, I know rat shit is one of them, right?
Rat shit. Here we go. Fennel seeds, ginger, and mace, a spice that's similar to nutmeg, can all contain up to an average of 3 milligrams of mammal poop per pound.
Yo, the crazy shit, we eat this shit all the time and we have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just building up that immune system.
1,000%.
We're good.
For other foods in the handbook, the listing gets more specific. Wheat, for example, can contain up to an average of 9 rodent poop pellets per kilogram. Popcorn can contain up to 1 poop pellet in a subsample.
There's just no stopping it because think about how much food they're making and there's fucking rats
they're
everywhere.
in warehouses, you know what I mean? Mold, insect heads allowed in some of the food.
The insect shit don't bother me as much. Well, if I knew about it, it would bother me. But the fact that I don't know about it or see it, it's like real shit. If we was in the wild still, we'd probably be eating them.
You'd be eating them
know
anyway.
what I mean?
Well, do you ever hear of the average person eats like 8 spiders a year or something?
Yeah,
and
I've
bro,
heard something like
I'm
that.
bad with sleeping with my mouth open.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
You're
horrible.
definitely
with
a
it,
mouth
bro. I'm
breather.
like,
Yeah, you're a mouth
actually,
breather for sure.
you want to hear something crazy that happened to me the other day?
What's that?
The Tito's might be starting to get a little out of control.
Yeah, you should chill with that.
I'm going through like a handle a week. Is that
Yo,
a problem?
Yeah, it is. So
yeah.
even
you
after
told me you go through a handle in like 3 days.
when I'm drinking, yeah, for the weekend, yeah.
Is it for the weekend? Yeah.
I took last weekend off from Tito's. So
What?
yeah.
Whoa!
The weekend before. So this weekend I went extra hard with it.
There we go, Snuk.
I thought I was doing ill in life because I didn't drink hard liquor in the weekdays no more.
And then crushed 28 beers.
Right, so I just drink beers because it's like water to me. I just, boom, I could function, whatever. If I got shit to do the next day, I do it. It's not an issue.
Yeah.
But, that Tito shit, sometimes I'll be wilding out and I'm up all night.
Yeah.
And the next morning's kind of crazy, da-da. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dude, so the other night, with Shorty, drinking, having a few drinks, I may have had one too many. The next morning, I wake up, and my mouth is sore as fuck. Pause, like my throat, bro. It's like sore. And I go to like swallow, and it hurts to swallow, like it kills. And it feels like something is like in my throat. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Spiders set up shop.
Yeah, and so I go to like Hakalugi almost, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like something comes up out of my throat, but like won't come out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I go look in the mirror. Here's another thing.
You look in the what?
The mirror. The mirror. Mirror?
You said mirror with an E.
Mirror.
I've always been told that I say mirror weird, but you just said mirror. What the fuck is
Mirror.
that?
Yeah. I definitely said
You
mirror.
say-
How do
do
you
you-
say it?
I say mirror.
Really?
Yeah, mirror.
If I'm speaking quick, I say mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. MERRA. Mirror.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. That's funny. You always pick up on that shit.
I just want to make sure I heard right.
Yeah, mirror. So, I go look in the mirror and fucking. So I always thought my tonsils were that. You know the thing that hangs down in the back of your throat?
The tonsils.
That's not your tonsils.
Yeah, they are.
No, it's not.
They say when they say you get your tonsils out and then
It's
you look,
not
they don't
that.
have those two little hanging balls looking things.
So your tonsils are on the sides of your throat. The thing that hangs down, you see it, right? That thing is called the uvula. And that thing, my uvula, was literally the size of like a fucking
Swollen?
quarter. It was swollen. And what
Inflamed or
happened was
whatever?
inflamed. And what happened was I passed out drunk and my mouth was so dry and I must have been snoring like a fucking banshee. And so it was just like I was like fucking choking myself, and I put so much strain on that thing from snoring.
You got to take a bottle of water to bed.
I always do,
Yeah.
but for some reason that night I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I didn't drink it or whatever, but I always go to bed with a bottle of water.
Then what? That shit went,
1000%.
it went away the next
Took
day.
like
or-
24 hours, bro. But for that 24 hours, it was uncomfortable as fuck, bro. Like it
that's
literally
weird.
felt like I had something in the back of my throat, and it was like kind of like not like extremely hard to breathe, but it
Right.
was just like uncomfortable, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
and I
hate
learned that thing in the back of my throat is my uvula,
Wow,
which I always thought was
who
tonsils.
taught you it? Would you Google this
I
shit?
Googled it, yeah, because I'm like, yo, why are my tonsils inflamed? And then I'm like, oh shit, that's not my tonsils. It's something else.
That's weird.
Yeah, so
I can't even remember how we got there. Oh, because you're a
eating
mouth
spiders.
breather. You're a mouth breather.
Yeah.
stuff
I'm
like
a
that.
mouth breather. I'm bad with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so just sometimes you need to like take a chill with the Tito's or with any hot shit because especially you because you weren't really drinking that heavy before, you know.
So what do you think though about the CT crunch, bro? Is it he is going to send it to a lab? He said I think a few labs have reached out and said that they'll gladly test the thing. How is the story going to end? Is it going to turn out to be rat poop and shrimp tails?
Story's gonna end is this guy's gonna become more known.
Yeah.
Somebody like me
Yeah.
who kind of knows a decent amount about the battle world and shit. I don't know who this dude is.
Are you gonna go check him out?
I might check him out.
Are you gonna actively
Google
Google or YouTube him?
My
later?
thing is all about if I remember to do shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes things hit me like a week or two after we did the show, and I'm like, oh shit, I meant to check that, and I'll do it when you know what I mean. So I'll check them.
Like the documentary about that girl in the elevator.
I still didn't peep that one.
It's good.
I still didn't peep that one.
Good.
I was peeping something else, but whatever.
What about the Wrinkles the Clown doc? Did you ever get around to that?
I started it, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, it's a good doc.
Just like I
Shout
started
out Wrinkles.
the bitch
Wrinkles
shit.
showed us love on Instagram, by the way.
Wrinkles commented on the thing, right?
Yeah, he did. It's official.
Yeah, I fucks with Wrinkles.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with the CT
Rinks,
crunch
I
thing.
call him.
Right, yeah, Rinks. That's what I call him.
My guy.
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Shout out Jensen Karp though. He was a good dude. Good dude when he came through the radio station.
Rap shit. Did you watch Ghostface versus Raekwon?
I did not. I caught it after. I almost didn't even know it happened.
So I knew it was on, but I had my daughter's, I think, first communion or whatever was that Saturday. And then, the fam comes over afterwards and it's a big thing. And now I'm sloshed by like 8 or 9. That shit's
AM.
Yeah. And it just started at 8. Long story short, I forgot, but I checked it the next night. I watched it on, they had the whole battle already on YouTube ready. And I still might even have a half an hour to go. But from what I heard, they were fucking on time, which never happens with a versus.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have had a shot to make it in time anyways.
So
but
how did
that
it,
shit looked
bananas?
It was fun.
I mean,
it was fun.
I would imagine.
It's 2 dudes in the same group, so it's more celebration than anything.
Yeah.
They just going joint for joint.
Yeah.
That shit was fun as fuck.
Were they rapping along to the lyrics, or were they kind of letting it play?
Yeah, I do like how it originally was, where you just sit there and let the body of music kind of speak for itself.
Yeah, I get
it's
that.
kind of morphed into this performing thing. And I even liked before it morphed fully when it was like half and half. Where like if it was a joint you really wanted to get up, maybe kind of do the ad-libs on it or something.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite.
It's fully performance, right? The way it's been for the last few months or so. And the problem with that is they're still playing the joints, like with the words on it. So it's like
it's almost like rapping over your
So if you're gonna
vocals.
perform, right?
Yeah.
Take the vocals out and do a show track, or let the shit speak for itself. Like it was supposed to be a battle in this song against that song.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like that format.
Yeah,
right?
I like that too.
And the shit that just while we're on the topic, the shit why Chris Brown was trending today and all that shit.
I saw that. Why was he? I didn't even click it.
It's so because they were talking, Timbaland and them were on with Charlemagne, and they were talking about different versus battles, and Breezy came up. I don't know, I didn't hear the full thing, but basically Timbaland was saying that Breezy's like basically not to be fucked with on the shit, and then Charlemagne begged to differ with the Usher situation.
Oh, here we go back to that.
So then it goes Usher. This thing by the way, has to be foreshadowing.
Yeah,
right?
we need this to happen.
We need this shit to happen.
Yeah.
And Tim
now
was
it's
right,
starting to pick up legs. So
Tim's like, he's got 50 bags, 60 bags. How many you need? Because you only need 20 for the shit, right? Which Usher more than has, right?
Yeah.
I could see.
What do you mean you only need 20
joints?
Oh, 20 records.
Because it's typically 20 songs versus 20 songs.
Yeah.
I see. Shit, I could see Breezy winning that.
Listen,
he got too many joints that it's song selection for him. Where Usher, we know which bangers we're gonna pull out for that, right?
Yeah.
And he got definitely 20 to pull out. It's gonna be tough to beat Usher.
Yeah.
If anybody could beat Usher, it's Breezy. I think he could do it. Though.
I was saying just the other day, I don't care how many women Chris Brown has beat up. I'm a huge
Young
Chris
Goat.
Brown fan.
Yeah, he's the illest. Yeah. He's the illest in the guy. I told you if I could do a joint with anybody right now, it would be Breezy.
Actually, I saw it was last year or maybe it was 2 years ago. Chris Brown, Joyner Lucas in concert, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you went to that.
Yeah. That was a really good.
When
show.
he brought Joyner out, right? Is that what it was?
Well, no, Joyner had his own set, but of course they did a few songs together that they have.
Yeah,
Actually, I
that's
brought
dope.
Jouls to that. Shout out Jouls. Yeah.
Dope.
I don't know where you were that night, but yeah, I brought
I
Jouls
was
to that.
super busy that night. But yo, here's the thing that I will agree with. I was going through the comments. Everyone kept saying confessions, like as in the album.
Burn and
So that entire album,
yeah.
right? Greatest. So Breezy will never have Breezy doesn't have an album as good
Like
as
that.
Confessions.
Yeah.
So Usher wins the album if they had to go for an album. Like neither of them
But
have
they
an album
don't.
better
Yeah,
than Confessions.
yeah.
Only Usher has that. But the singles,
singles
and just hits
Yeah,
alone,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Breezy
yeah.
can win that. I think so.
Yeah. Facts.
And I'm dying. Give me some. That's some shit I need. Like the Rain Go shit was beautiful, but
you know what?
I'm trying to get drunk and sing.
Yo, I mean, dude, just right out the gate, Chris Brown came swinging.
There's just too many to choose from, anyways. I bet he wouldn't even play shit from like his first album.
Yeah, probably.
You wouldn't.
not.
I mean, it's too crazy. That shit got to be like a 30 jointer, 30 jointer. You know, let him
love
go.
This joint right here. When this came out, I was like, "What the fuck?
But his first single.
Fuck."
What's good with this kid, Jouls?
Here we go. with the TLC sample. Oh, wait,
Double.
SWV.
Well,
right?
it's actually the Michael Jackson. But
Oh, that's right too. But yeah, I love that joint right there. She ain't.
yeah.
Come on,
we
so
could
yeah,
do that
I'm gonna
shit
go.
for
Yeah,
2
of
hours
course, yeah,
straight.
It's facts.
Serious.
So go ahead, pick someone though. Who would you? So you said Chris.
Oh man, I mean, I'm an Usher guy, but if you take Usher, I would easily take Chris.
Yeah.
I would have no problem with it because that's a toss up for me.
Yeah, I would have no problem going either way.
It's arguable, but Usher does have the better album.
Yeah, but it's all about the joints.
Yeah,
I would love to see that though, just to see which songs they picked,
Yep.
where they chose to
Yep.
play them.
and if they ad lib, meaning you switch it up.
Yeah.
When I like when like Fab was really into it. Like you could see him walk to the DJ
Yeah,
when he was
yeah,
battling
it was like,
and
yo, yeah,
switch
yeah,
up
yeah,
a joint to go against another joint.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I like shit like that. It's
That was a
chess.
great battle too, Fab and Jada.
It's dope.
Yeah, that was a really good one. Yo, did you see this? The controversy with Kylie Jenner going on right now?
I heard about it earlier in the week about the GoFundMe or something.
Yeah, so apparently her stylist was in like a horrible, horrible car accident. And, I guess needs medical bills paid for, I
Right.
guess, which is worth a lot. And instead of just paying it, Kylie Jenner started a GoFundMe.
Did she start it?
Her,
I don't think she started it.
Kylie Jenner, let's see. Kylie Jenner seeking support for a GoFundMe aimed at helping pay medical bills for makeup artist Samuel Rauda did not go over well. Jenner recently shared an Instagram story seeking prayers for her stylist, directing her 222 million followers, Jesus Christ,
Crazy.
to a GoFundMe started to help pay his medical bills.
Yeah, she's a billionaire, right?
Yeah. Because remember there was that big controversy where Forbes did a thing
youngest ever or something.
yeah, like self-made billionaires. And
Yeah,
people
take
were
the
like,
word
bro, like,
self-made out
that's
and
a
then,
little
yeah.
crazy. The Instagram story has since expired, but screenshots have been making the rounds. Jenner, who is reportedly worth hundreds of millions of dollars, in part due to her makeup empire, was slammed on social media for simply not paying the bills off herself.
Yeah, like how much did she really fuck with this dude that she didn't just pay the shit off,
A
right?
source close to Jenner noted the initial GoFundMe goal was $10,000, at which time Jenner donated $5,000. An account under Jenner's name on GoFundMe shows a donation of $5,000. Of course, she did it so you could see her name. I
Oh,
donated
yeah, of
5
course.
racks. The GoFundMe is now seeking $120,000, and as of Monday morning, total donations had reached almost $100,000.
I seen one that broke down how corny her $5,000 was. It broke down what she made into an hourly salary.
That's great.
And she makes, I forget the number. It was an
That's
insane
great.
amount of bread per hour, of her life being alive.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah.
5Gs was
She's like, nah.
She basically gave him nothing.
Yeah. Well, that was like that when we were talking about Mark Zuckerberg. I think it was on this show Zuckerberg donated $700 million to a hospital, and
Yeah.
I was reading the statistic of him donating $700 million affected him less than if someone making $80,000 a year donated $75.
Right.
That's
yeah.
fucking crazy.
But see, in that situation, I wouldn't talk shit because $700 million, you can get a lot of shit done with that.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
1,000%.
I wouldn't be like, he didn't give nothing.
No,
like, that's
no.
major,
Yeah. But just in the scheme of it's just crazy
you
how
break it
money
down.
works sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's once you get up to that amount of money, like it's just fucking insane.
There's people that have such an unnecessary amount that they will never use, and there's people that have zero amount that just need
That's like the
It's crazy.
statistic of the difference between $1 million and $1 billion, right? So the difference between let's still look at time. 1 million seconds is 12 days, right? So 1 million seconds is 12 days. Care to guess how much time 1 billion seconds is? If 1 million is 12 days, how much time is 1 billion seconds?
Like,
You'll never fucking guess.
no, 300.
30 years, bro. Over 30 years.
That's crazy.
How crazy
I
is
think
that?
I actually heard that before.
That's a crazy fucking
now that
fact.
you say that.
I feel like maybe we did talk about it on the show one time, but yeah, that's a
crazy
crazy
that I would still be
statistic.
that off. Like, I'm 37. Fucking Naruto.
Yes. So yeah, Kylie, pay that man's bills, will you please? And then shoot me some money while you're at it. Cash App at Stiz Grimey.
To this day, I see like a split screen on Instagram or whatever, just of a random still shot of her from the show to TV show, and just be like, yo, that's
It's
her,
insane.
yo. It's so crazy.
Insane.
It's so crazy.
Somehow this morning they were talking about, I think because of Tristan Thompson and the Celtics, I guess there was some rumors that came out there saying like the players don't like him or whatever. And Greg was wondering if Homegirl was out here. What's her name?
Chloe.
If Chloe's out here. And then Wiggy said something like, yo, like I don't even know if you would recognize her. Like she'd be changing her face so much.
Yeah, but it's like, no, same shit. It's for the bet. Her face is better, obviously.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. But yeah,
There's no fans.
If
There was fans, it's probably be a good thing for the garden and everything. She'd probably be front row and shit.
1,000%, bro. Yeah, that'd be good for the city.
Yeah.
Which speaking of the garden. So what happened? So now that we're at phase 4 initially.
The garden. We can go to the garden.
The garden. You can go to the garden.
We got the least amount of fans in the entire, I think, the whole everywhere.
State.
Right?
I mean, the whole country.
I believe
the garden
so,
can
yo.
have the least amount of people.
What are we at, 12%?
Yeah, 12%, I think,
it's
which
like-
broke down to like 2,400.
And the reason I posed the question in the doc was like that, was like, all right, so the garden is open, but like, do I even want to go? Like, so they're selling them in pods of either 2 or 4,
yeah,
right?
2 or 4.
It's like, I don't know, like, is that the atmosphere that I really want to pay for? Like, it's just me and like 3 other heads or 1 other head, and like,
And,
there's
like,
like, what is there, like plastic, and it's just
partitions?
like
Yeah,
the next
yeah,
people
yeah,
is
yeah.
like 10 seats down. Like, that's not the vibe. That's not a vibe at all.
Nah, I feel
I
you.
just don't know if I would pay for that. Real shit.
And are the ticket prices like through the roof? Are they higher?
They can't be higher.
They can't be.
If anything, they
yeah,
would be lower.
to just, get
I
people
know
out.
you would think they're trying to recoup what
Yeah,
they've lost,
yeah. Or
but I doubt that.
if those
it's
tickets,
TV money with them.
if those tickets sell out super quick, like the secondary market will they jump up, and so you're gonna have
Maybe,
people paying like.
but that's a lot. They can do that.
Yeah.
That's what happens anyways, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't. I don't know. As bad as I want to go to shit, and I really want to go to shit, like that's not the vibe, yo.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd rather wait a few, and it better be a fucking few months. Like, this shit better be done by fall. I'm talking September, kickoff, like, Foxborough, let's go, full crowd.
Your boy Biden said July the 4th. You can have 4 people at your house for a barbecue.
Fuck out of here. 4th of July, come on.
Yeah.
We need 100% capacity by the end of this shit.
Yeah, I'm not rushing out to go to a Celtics game where things are like that.
Corny.
Nah. Especially, I mean, I'll watch it right on my TV, bro. I'll wait. And even then, I mean, bro, if the shit was to open up tomorrow, full capacity, would you go?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm fiending to go to something.
I don't know.
But I feel you. So the home experience is still better.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, 1,000%.
But if we got a good game, or or playoff atmosphere, anything like that, I'd rather be at the spot.
I just don't know if I'm ready to be around all those people.
I
right
am.
now.
I've been ready for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Droplets. I want everyone.
Give them all. Give me the droplets.
Scream at the top of your lungs. I want droplets on my forehead, yo.
Well, that's hilarious,
Pause.
right? Yeah, super pause. Phase 4, music venues are allowed to be open, right? At a limited
Same
capacity.
shit, right?
At a limited capacity.
Fuck outta
Are
here.
you ready for the restriction? No singing Marty Walsh said. No singing.
Yo. Were they talking about that
You can't have
on
singing.
the Greg Hill show?
Yeah.
I think I caught the last
Yeah.
second of that.
So you can't have singing at
So I thought they were talking about at like games, like you can't like sing, when they're playing songs. They were talking about at shows, right?
Yeah, at anywhere. Yeah.
So no one's gonna police that, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if they wanted to, that'd be
Nah.
a shitty thing to enforce.
Nah, can you imagine them dudes? And you know them dudes, it's always them same dudes, like, say you're at the Middle East downstairs or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Them dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, policing that shit, like, yo, don't be singing in here. Like, my man, we're at the show.
Yeah.
That makes zero sense anyway.
Zero
Or
sense.
even, fuck the Middle East. What about like like a garden or like a...
Well, we had Sam Kennedy on this morning, the president of the Red Sox,
Yeah.
and he was asked, so what's up with the national anthem? And they said, he said, they're probably going to play the instrumental. It's insane. It's insane, bro. It's just so, I don't even know where they come up with this shit.
Shit makes zero sense.
It's just fucking,
No singing.
It's so wild. No
get it.
singing. And then again, speaking of Boston and Marty Walsh and his crazy fucking rules, he has officially resigned as the mayor of Boston and is heading to Washington to be the head of the labor,
Something with the labor,
security workforce, some bullshit. Yeah. So yeah, he said goodbye.
So he's out there, like he lives there and shit?
Yeah, I believe you would have to go to Washington to do that job, and now the city has its first black mayor, first black woman.
I heard,
mayor.
female,
Okay,
yeah.
Kim Janey, I want to say her name is. So I think she's like the interim mayor for now, and there'll be like an election pretty soon,
Okay.
and then she can run and try to win it for real.
Yep.
But yeah.
I don't know who's gonna go to these shows. Yo, these promoters and bookers and just everywhere, they're gonna find out soon that like there is no such thing as a show without
singing.
without
Yeah.
100% of the people there
That
either.
too. Well, and I think a lot of these, they're like restaurants, bro. So like the Middle East and, like, I think you need it to be 80% full to even recoup what it costs to run that fucking event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think like...
It might just be business as usual for hip hop promoters because
right.
it's gonna be about 12% capacity anyways. Just book a couple local Rarudos and that's it. That's a regular ass show anyways.
Yeah, facts. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm out on shows on Celtics or anything until it's.
I'll tell you though, speaking of getting to events and shit, like, man, I want to see that Brady game when he comes here. When he comes, I don't know
If that, oh my God!
if they don't
I
have
know we
fans
don't.
at that.
Yeah, I know we don't know what week it is yet, but we do know it's on the schedule,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, if that is not at capacity, man,
What are we doing?
The Brady chants are gonna be fucking. That's crazy. The ticket prices for that
Insane.
crazy.
Secondary market are going to be insane. I told you, my mechanic who has season tickets said, "Yo, I'm selling mine. I don't
Word.
want to see it that bad. I'd rather
You
the
know what?
bread."
My man got season tickets. I should hit him.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I did a couple years ago? I went to Gillette.
Yeah.
And I waited till like the first quarter to be over.
Yeah.
And I bought like fucking, I was like probably 5 rows from the field and I paid like $100 because the
real?
first quarter had already started. Yeah.
Outside of Gillette?
Yeah, outside of Gillette. Yep.
What was scalpers?
Nah, I bought it on like Ace Ticket or some shit like that.
Oh, so like, all right, so real, like authentic shit. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
once
yeah.
the game starts, the shit's immediately dropped.
They drop, bro.
I never
and
even- I never did that.
as the time goes, they drop like lower and lower and lower. And yeah, bro, I sat like 5 rows from the field for like $100.
I would do that. I'll miss the whole first quarter.
Actually, you know what game it was? It was the banner night, the last
Shit.
banner night. Yeah,
So
yeah.
opening night of like 19 or
Yeah.
Eight-
Yeah, I don't know if you can see on top of that
2019?
sneaker. There's there's like
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
glow in the dark like little wristwatch that they gave.
oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that like lit up or whatever when they dropped the banner, like they all like started flashing and
Yeah,
shit.
man, I gotta get to Gillette. Last time I was at Gillette was J&B.
What's that? Oh, J&B
J&B show like
Yeah,
2
yeah.
summers ago, maybe 3 now.
Oh, that was
with all
your
this shit.
your summer of shows.
That was my summer of shows.
Yeah, that was
I
your summer.
I was
You
gonna
saw
say 2.
Eminem,
We just lost a whole
Jay-Z,
year, so I'm
yeah.
like 2 years ago.
I
It
know,
might have
that's
been
what
3.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what I was about to say that earlier, bro. Like the time is just fucking like mended together. Like I really don't even
A
know.
summer of shows. That's what we saw Eminem that
Yeah,
summer.
You saw Jay and B. I think you saw Mariah that summer or
Yeah,
that year.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Whoa, that was a
out
fucking
summer.
year. All goats. all goats within months.
Again, speaking of sports, I don't know if you saw this. This just started leaking today. This is proof, I think, that all sports is rigged. So this is a ref in the NHL was mic'd up. Didn't realize he was on a hot mic. And the mic catches him basically saying how he wanted to call a penalty on a team. It was Nashville, in order to like keep the game interesting or whatever. So here it is right there.
I think I heard about this shit.
It wasn't much, but I wanted to get a fucking penalty against Nashville early in the...
Woo!
That went over the broadcast?
Yeah. So how often do you think that type of shit is going on? Now, the NHL has come out and fired that ref.
That happens all the time, though.
And
I was hearing in hockey, too, like, they'll do that shit, like, without actually saying it. They'll be like, all right, we're going to set the tone if it's playoffs. Like, or if teams have a lot of beef with each other, the refs will go out there ahead of time, throw a few early ones, so that, you know,
it looks
like we're in control, like don't get fired up, you know what I mean? Type of shit like that. I think that's kind of normal. It's not something you say out loud, though.
Yeah. And it might not be necessarily to impact the score, but it's more or less like control or something like that.
Yeah, this guy kind of just fucked up. I did hear a rumor that this dude is like retiring in April or some shit.
Really?
So it's not even a thing.
Yeah.
Like this is probably like his last fucking game or two.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Who cares?
But
yes,
I mean,
to answer your question, that shit happens all the time in sports. Obviously, everyone knows the NBA shit because that shit happened back in the day with the referee that got caught. But that was more.
What was that?
That was like betting. That was
what
like
happened?
The ref that was doing similar shit, like doing
was taking money on the
fouls and
sly?
shit. Well, he knew what the bets were, and he
Get
was
out
like,
of here!
Yeah, that was like a
that's
thing.
hilarious.
I don't know the specifics of it, but I remember that was a thing with the NBA.
And
but
then
they're like open about it. The NBA, they're like,
Are they?
we don't fuck around with this shit. Like they got rid of dude.
And that's what happened with that dude Pete Rose, right? The baseball player.
Yeah. Because they won't let him in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
I know
And
Pete Rose because he got
basically
tombstoned by Kane.
Yeah, he did.
Kane, who was nominated for this year's Hall of Fame today.
I saw Pete Rose in Vegas when I was out in Vegas one time. He was at like a sports memorabilia store signing autographs.
Yeah.
And it was actually so funny because for Pete Rose, like the store, basically picture the store, it was in a casino and it had like a glass front so you could see inside of the store. And so, there wasn't that many people. So you could clear as day, just walk by the store and see Pete Rose sitting at the table signing autographs, right? The next time I was in Vegas, Mike Tyson was at this same store.
Spot.
Bro, you couldn't get within 50 feet of that fucking place because it was mobbed, bro.
Talking about the GOAT.
Mobbed.
You're talking about the GOAT Mike Tyson
Pete
versus
Rose.
a guy that Kane gave a tombstone to.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's kind of, it's kind of random, but I always liked the way that Kane did the tombstones.
Beautiful.
Like the quickness of it,
It
was different than Undertaker's, and I just liked that it was different.
It's a beautiful thing.
So just the fact that it was different, I thought was great, and I like that little quickness. It just looked like a powerful fucking.
Yeah, especially when he was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nominated him today. For
the Hall of Fame?
He's going to go in this year, yeah.
Good for him. That's great. Imagine you live, I forget where, I think Tennessee or some shit, where he's your mayor.
Yeah, he's
Kane
the mayor.
is your mayor.
Yeah.
That's fucking great, yo.
I seen a picture he took on Twitter or IG or something. He was posing next to it. The sign on the lawn behind him was like, "Get rid of the wrestling guy," or some shit like that.
That's great.
He loved it. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's great.
Imagine that's your mayor. Like, they ain't a issue in the world you're going to take up with him. Like, real shit. He's like 7 feet tall or some shit.
That's great.
Fuck out of here.
But every time I see him, like, whether it's an interview or whatever, like, he just seems like the nicest guy. Just seems like cool, very humble, very like, soft spoken. Like, doesn't seem like a dick at all.
Since we brought up Kane, today actually marked 20 years since WWF purchased WCW.
I didn't know that they did that.
What do you mean?
So they bought their competition.
Yeah, you don't remember that live as a kid?
Nah. I remember WCW.
Shit changed everything.
I mean, maybe that
I remember
past
exactly
when
where I was when that shit changed the entire history of life.
Like, I just remember WCW was like the fucking,
NWO and Goldberg on that
like,
channel.
I didn't fuck with that, bro.
Nah, me neither.
Was
they were
bootleg
super whack.
wrestling.
Super whack until NWO rolled up and Hogan and all that. But I was still a WWE guy.
So when did WWF buy it, and then like what happened?
It was in 2001. I did my normal, start with Raw, and then I would hit Remember the last
I
button?
still
Or
use the last
or
button.
previous, whatever it was at the time.
That's a slept-on button on your remote
Slept
control,
on button, right?
yo. Yes.
So I smashed that last, and fucking I go over
Smash that last.
because opening of Raw that night live was Shane McMahon. I'm like, oh, this is weird, whatever. He's like, I bought WCW.
Woo!
I hit last to
Big
go
money.
to TNT. It's the same fucking broadcast.
Yes!
It's Shane. I was like, what the fuck, dog? That shit changed everything. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
And so
Craziness.
did they dissolve WCW?
WWE bought his competition out.
But
Vince bought
so then
Ted
did
Turner out.
WCW like cease to be a brand? Like I don't know.
No, on TNT, yeah, Vince owned them. So literally within the next few weeks, that was the invasion angle. Where the WCW guys were invading and all that shit. But
Okay.
Vince owned all of it at that point.
Okay.
But it was ill. It wasn't like the internet and all this shit. You just knew you saw Shane McMahon on TNT
those
saying
are
that
big
he bought
moments. Yeah,
WCW.
those are big
and you're a
moments.
kid. You're like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck is
yeah.
this?
Yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
20 years ago. That's crazy.
You got to give it to the McMahons, bro, especially Vince for
Buying
just
your
what
competition.
and just what he's been able to build with that whole fucking brand.
They've basically been a monopoly for like 20 years now.
Amazing, yeah.
Up
Yeah,
until this
yeah.
AEW shit crashed.
And it's
you know?
funny because I'm sure, like, but like back in the day when Vince's dad owned it, it was regional.
Yeah,
so,
the territories and shit,
there
yeah.
was like territories. So you'd have like the New England territory and someone owned that. And then
Yeah.
you'd have like the Florida territory and
Yeah.
someone owned that.
Yeah.
And then Vince was the first guy to be like, yo, I'm going to just do
Yeah, I'm gonna buy out all these dudes.
nationwide
Yeah.
company.
He would take the illest dudes from all the territories, bought the
Yeah,
whole
that's
shit.
crazy. That's super crazy.
Just easy to transition to, but there was a it's not really about wrestling, but there was a New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is in fucking Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
An earthquake takes place during the New Japan Pro Wrestling Cup,
shit.
right? This is I don't watch that shit, right? But this is my fucking nightmare, right? Like being at a place like say you're at the Garden, right?
Yep.
Say you're at the Garden or anywhere like that, just thousands of people, and just like an earthquake or something crazy happens. Now this shit was like, this particular one just kind of shook shit for a while, whatever. They took a break for half an hour. Everybody just came back in and kept it moving, right?
Fuck all that.
They're like, whatever,
I'll be
right?
out, son.
This is my. I don't
that's
like
funny.
being with a lot of people in an enclosed area.
that's true.
Some shit like that happens. That's my nightmare, yo. I hate shit like that.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced an earthquake?
Yeah,
At
that's
all?
where I was going with this. I was gonna ask you. I have,
I have
but not
too,
like a real
small one.
A New England one.
Yeah, me too. I was in Boston at this place. I was training for this job, this restaurant called Smith & Walensky's, and it's like in a building that's literally like a castle. It's like built and looks just like a castle
Yeah.
in the middle of Boston. And yeah, I was on like the 5th floor or something, and you just felt like a tremor.
Yeah,
And
scary as fuck.
It was
especially
yeah,
out
I
here.
was
We're not
like,
used to that
what
shit.
the fuck was that? you
Yeah.
know? Where were you?
I wonder what year it is, and I wonder if it was the same one.
It may have been.
I want to say so. It was right when my daughter was a baby, so that's 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. She was like 1. I was living in,
You know.
I was living somewhere, and yeah, it was over the border. I was living somewhere, and just fucking, I felt something, and just the house kind of moved a little and shit. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I went downstairs to the person down there, and I was like, "Yo." And they were like, "Yo, did you feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was
That's
like,
wild,
"Yo,
man.
that's wild." And
super
as
wild.
tiny and fucking minuscule as the shit was, I was
Yeah,
like, "Whoa!"
it's a little yeah.
Because like momentarily
Yeah.
on Twitter, they were like, "Fucking
We're all
probably saw
gonna
like
die."
a 1.0
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
earthquake in
yeah.
fucking New England, whatever it was." I felt the shit though.
Yeah.
I never felt the real one. I really don't want to. Like,
I
imagine,
can't.
imagine all this shit starts falling. and
Sometimes
shit.
I say like I want to feel it just to
Nah.
experience like
It's like
what
tornado,
that's
like, imagine
I
what
was
to
just
see it
saying
up
that.
close.
I want to see one, but like not that close.
Jesus, Jouls.
Yeah, I know, Jouls. Let me just
Just it'll make me feel better. It'll make me feel better if I could see that we're still rocking. All right, cool. Yo, it looks like we're still rocking. That's beautiful.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. So, I wonder if it's the same one.
I don't know now because I think mine's was probably like 15 years ago. Oh no. Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember.
Maybe
We-
like 10,
From
12.
time to time, it happens. They're so small out here. In general, they're small. It's just like the earth fucking
Yeah, yo,
moving
it's just,
a little
yeah, the
underground
earth
or some
is crazy,
shit.
bro. Sometimes you get reminded that we're insignificant fucking creatures on
Well,
this planet.
And that's what tsunamis are.
So I go
the
down
earth
these
moving on the bottom, which
and then
creates
causes
earthquakes,
the wave.
and then that shit happens after. Yeah.
Bro, I go down these crazy YouTube holes, and the other night I just happened to go down a YouTube hole of the Indonesia tsunami that happened.
Man, when that shit happened, I watched so much YouTube shit I couldn't sleep.
You know, it killed you can't even. The numbers are just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like it killed 300,000
Hundreds
people.
of thousands of people.
Like that's insane. And
like little kids getting washed away from the parents and shit. Like I can't watch shit,
bro.
like that.
And it's like sometimes I would think well, I could swim, it's water, right? But you can't, bro. That thing is dragging cars and houses and trees.
Just think of the regular undertow, like at Revere Beach, Salisbury Beach, Hampton Beach, how it just kind of takes you out for a sec. It's that, but it goes a mile long or some shit and it comes back.
And I can't. I think the biggest wave I've ever seen was probably 3 feet, 4 feet. I can't imagine seeing a wave the size of a fucking building.
Yeah, and
I
remember
just can't
in those
even
footage,
fathom that.
And those footage, a lot of them is from beachfront property where people are probably on vacation and shit, and they're on the balconies, starting to hit record because it's mad far away, and they're like, "Yo, look at this big ass shit," and then it gets mad close. It's
Craziness, bro.
It's a
Super,
wrap for you.
super crazy.
That's scariest. The real scariest shit in the world to me is water.
Water?
Like ocean. That's just nothing scarier.
Yeah, me
and it's
too.
nothing stronger either.
Yeah, me too. I'll go down YouTube holes sometimes and watch Titanic videos.
Real one?
Yeah,
No, wait, that's not
well,
a thing.
I touched the Titanic. That's a true story.
Oh, yeah,
I touched the actual Titanic.
You told me that.
I was at Vegas,
Yeah.
in Vegas, and I went to the, what do they call those things? Like the exhibit. They had a Titanic exhibit. One of the best things I've ever done, bro. Shit was super crazy.
Yeah.
But they had a piece that they pulled up from the wreckage.
Right.
It's probably the size of this wall, bro. It's 20 by 20 or something.
Yeah.
And, it's all roped off. It's funny, Maddie and Nick would always make fun of it because it was when I was with them. And of course, me being me, I snuck under the rope.
Oh yeah, like a fucking true dirtbag.
Yeah.
You're like, sir, no one's touched this in 84 years or some shit.
I'm fucking smoking. I got a cigarette hanging out of my mouth. But yeah, bro. How crazy is that? I touched the actual fucking Titanic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yo, sometimes I'll look at videos of them in that little submarine thingy majiggy that they go down, in. And you're just, bro, it's so freaky to me. Like you're just watching the video and it's just pitch black, and then it just starts to come into view. This massive fucking ship that is miles underneath the ocean.
Crazy.
It is so spooky to me, bro. And I think about imagine, forget dying, right? Which obviously, whatever. But imagine just being in a lifeboat, and just seeing something that massive, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
Stick up in the water, and it's fucking pitch black at night, and just watching it go down.
Yeah,
you can go on YouTube.
That's my nightmare, real shit.
Yeah, you can go on YouTube and type in Titanic survivor interviews.
Yeah.
And there are some of them some of them
Fucked
gave
up.
Bro, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's
real shit. Water is the most powerful force in the entire
And I think it's
planet.
so unknown. I think it's 80% of the ocean is unexplored.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. What scares you worse, water or what's your biggest fear?
Water, probably.
Water?
Like ocean. Like
Yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise?
Not a real one.
Yeah.
Like a little
Boston Harbor cruise or whatever,
little
but
one
not
of
like
those
a
that
real
goes in
one when you're in the
circles?
middle of the fucking ocean.
No, I won't
Yeah,
do that. I
yeah.
gotta see land.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. I want to see land, but I think I would go on it. But I would definitely be a little scared.
I'd be
definitely
super shook. And then there's everything else on top of the actual. You have the actual water itself, right? Then you add the extras. The jimmies on top is like the shocks and all the shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
this is craziness.
Yo,
we don't belong there.
Yeah, there's a crazy story. I think it might be one of the worst maritime accidents in history. But there was a Navy ship that went down in 60 or something, right? And there were 200 Navy seamen that were on the boat, and the boat sinks, right? It gets hit by a torpedo. The boat sinks, and there's 200 of them in the water, right? And they're treading water. A lot of them have life preservers, right?
Yeah.
The water's not that cold. They got rescued in 72 hours or something. And when they finally were rescued, there was only 30 of them, bro, because sharks sharks ate them.
They
I'm
say
pretty
that
sure,
about the Titanic too, right?
I don't know. Nah, I don't know if there was any shark attacks with the Titanic.
Of course there was. It was in the
survivors.
middle of the ocean.
Yeah, nah, I don't
They
know.
said they
though.
lost a lot of people to that shit.
I'd have to check on that. I don't know. You might be right, but I know that this Navy thing is like the worst shark attack in history, bro, because it literally ate like fucking.
Probably like tiger sharks and shit.
Yeah, I
like
think
real
yeah.
shits.
And again, there's survivor interviews with that, and it's fucking crazy. The dude was like, he's like, yo, I swear these sharks were like fucking with us on purpose.
Yeah.
Like they would come and like fucking bite your foot.
Yeah, I watched like
And
true
then,
like survivor stories
yeah.
of someone that survived all night on like a floating raft and see like the fin would come fuck with it for a little, come back
yeah.
hours later and fuck with it. Like, yeah, that's
See,
crazy.
my thing is heights, bro. That might be my biggest fear is heights.
All right, I take it back. My shit is heights.
Oh, it is?
All right, so it's
I
heights or
am
water.
petrified of heights.
Dog, you
bro.
saw I couldn't walk the fucking
Petrified.
plank on the
Oh,
Oculus.
that's right, the plank. Yeah,
I couldn't even walk the plank on an Oculus.
Yeah,
my
bro.
man.
I am petrified of heights.
Yeah.
I was down a YouTube hole not last night, but the night before on 9/11, and watching the people that
Jump?
were hanging. Yeah, that jumped. Jesus fucking
Crazy.
Christ! I can't even fathom
Nah.
being in that position.
Well, on that note,
I hope you all had a great
y'all had a
week.
great week. The guys jumping out the windows on 9/11.
Jesus
Appreciate
Christ! I wanted to end with this new Easy Money.
Yo, Beyond Easy.
Actually, yeah, let's play the title track.
Fabian, Easy Money out now. They got Buck Wild on it, Static Selector on it. Production wise,
Shout out Easy, man.
shit is insane. Dog.
Any
You know,
burning desires? Anything? You got anything coming up, bro? Like, what's going on in Snuk's life?
I've been in studio heavy. I have a few things I'm working on.
Happy
I
first
can't-
communion to Superstar Gigi. That's great.
Thank you,
That's
man.
super dope. I remember getting communion as a kid.
Yup.
Are you gonna do the whole thing, like send her to CCD so she can get confirmed and all that shit?
So my wifey already
Catholic,
sent her to
yeah,
do
yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit. They bang it out early this year. No, not this year. Like in life, they bang it out early.
Oh, really?
Like, they're not doing that shit in like high school and middle
Yeah,
school
I got
no more.
confirmed at like 16, I think.
She's already done.
What?
She's 8. Yeah.
She's confirmed? Damn.
That was this past weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
that's smart, bro.
Just let's breeze through some shit. Your kitchen table with tickets
There may or may not be concert tickets on my kitchen table.
to see who.
Aaron Lewis, who I may or may not. It's a love-hate relationship. I know I said I was done with that Republican fucking motherfucker.
Because I know on this show you
Yes.
were like, I'm done with that motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. After his racist tirades.
So what is
fucking
this
guy
shit?
has the voice of an angel. What do you want me to say, bro?
What is this?
Oh, he's got the voice of an angel.
Did
He's
you say
doing
it's not a
virtual. Yeah, it's a virtual
virtual
concert.
Klan
yeah,
rally?
yeah, it's
a
a
virtual Mexico bashing.
Yeah, you gotta bring your own sheets, bro.
Yo, Stiz is there. Stiz is in there. You really talk politics and this shit?
Yeah, probably. It's literally called like Aaron from the couch, and he charges you $20.
And you
he
really
just
watch that shit.
Oh fuck yeah, fuck that. The man has a voice of an angel,
Nah,
bro.
we
and I
all
love
got
his
like
songs.
we all got these randoms
artist
that like
that, like,
aren't
yeah,
like
yeah.
big
Yeah,
popping like
yeah.
you know, at least anymore
Yeah,
or whatever.
or necessarily aligned with your political views.
Right, well, but typically mine usually are.
Yeah.
That's what's, you know.
Yeah, well, you're really mostly hip hop.
For the most part,
I'm
yeah,
into
yeah.
rock, and there's some country I fuck with. So
Yeah.
yeah. There's bound to be a couple fucking country and rock artists that,
Yeah.
that skew to the right.
When is that?
Saturday night.
This Saturday night?
Yeah.
All right, you got to let me know what type of racist bullshit
Yeah,
he says in
yeah, I
it.
will. Oh, for sure. I'm sure he's gonna say something. I'm sure he'll
Damn,
say-
you gave your money to a racist.
Nah, he probably won't say like I wouldn't call him racist, but he's just super fucking Republican and loves Trump
But the shit he said wasn't
and
necessarily Republican,
yeah,
it was racist.
Well, he
Remember?
said,
when he
yeah,
said
what
the
did he
racist
say?
thing?
Yeah, he said fucking, what did he say? The person was like,
Something about-
sing it in Spanish, and he was like,
It was in Texas, right? Remember?
yeah,
And it was
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of, they're in
yeah.
Texas. It was a
Yup,
big Mexican crowd.
Yup. And he said,
Give me some more Beyond Easy. Or
yeah, that's what
something,
I'm doing, yeah. He said, I
Static
forget
Select.
what he said, yeah, some shit like, I don't know Spanish or something. I speak English.
I'm in America.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
shit like that.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ. But yeah, I gotta see my boy Aaron. He's getting my $20 that night. Only $20 though. I'm surprised more artists aren't doing that, bro. Like charging to.
Term did a virtual show months ago.
Yeah, he
I
did.
performed on it.
Yep.
People tuned in.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah,
bread
yeah,
off
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, did he charge? I was gonna ask if he charged.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. You charge
Smart.
tickets like a show,
Yeah.
not as much as a
No,
real one,
of course.
obviously.
Yeah.
And people that were just sitting in on a Friday night, Thursday night, Saturday night, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They sat and watched the show.
Aaron Lewis is even doing like a virtual meet and greet. It's like
Yeah.
$80 if you want to do like a 5-minute Zoom call.
Get the fuck out of here with your virtual meet and greet bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro, these artists are getting bread off that shit.
Virtual.
Bro.
That's not even a greet
Yeah, it's just
or a meet. It's just like, what the
I
fuck?
guess it's a greet, a virtual,
I guess.
A virtual greet.
Also, Benny the Butcher dropped again. Shit is insane
Real
if you
hip-hop
haven't
shit.
peeped
Yeah,
it. Yo.
yeah.
I'm just a
I
big
forgot.
Benny guy, yo.
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
fucking
That whole
Benny,
squad's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. And then, hopefully we get Jouls back soon.
Yeah, shout out Jouls. Thank you for holding us down, even while you're on vacation in Tulum, Jouls.
I see him hitting the
appreciate
bell
you.
on the YouTube channel.
Oh, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribers is up. We appreciate
But bang that bell.
Damn it, bro. I keep forgetting to do that at the beginning. I literally got to write that down.
Because you're always worried, like, oh, what are we going to play? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. All right, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in, subscribing. Make sure you go hit us up on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter,
Still a
YouTube.
Great chance you might not hear this episode. Yo.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. And
It
we
looks-
went longer than we expected.
It looks a
like
little
we're
crazy
all right.
over there. I can't
We'll
tell.
see
for
what
sure.
happens. But in the meantime, I am Stiz Grimey on everything.
Superstah Snuk on everything.
And Daddy wasn't there.
Peace.